Hi, and welcome to another look at the tarot. So today I'm going to have a look at the Witch's Tarot by Dugan. And there's quite a lot of Witch's Tarots out there, isn't there? A hell of a lot. And you may notice that when we talk about a Witch's Tarot, we always mention the name of the person who's done it as well. So it's actually quite clever that they give it such a generic name. So, Witch's Tarot by Dugan. It is illustrated by Mark Evans and it is published by Llewellyn worldwide. This is the box, so this is the set of cards and the book. And you can see it's quite a nice box. It's a lovely blue colour. Got a nice picture on the front. That's one of the cards inside. It's quite but it's not that sturdy. You can see it's a bit battered. Even though I don't actually keep the cards in this box, it has got a little bit battered. Now I'm just going to open it. I'm just going to show you this. The one thing that I don't actually like, you can see there's that big gap. There's nothing in that gap. It just seems a complete and utter waste of space. So I really think they could have done something with that. But anyway, this is what we get. We get this box with the cards in it. Let's put that to one side at the moment. And we get a book. The book is really nice. There you go, you got another card on the front there. It's quite a thick book. That's the back. So this is the Witch's Tarot Companion. There is 302 pages in this book, and that includes some blurb at the back as well. You've got details of the cards, black and white illustrations of the cards. You've also got details of spreads, if I can find those at the back. Okay, so we have the Triple Goddess spread, although there's no actual picture of the spread. The Four Elements spread, the Wheel of the Year spread, but there's no illustration of what that spread actually looks like. So that's another thing that they could have improved on, as well as maybe doing the illustrations in colour. I think that would have been quite nice, because that's quite a nice book to have. Quite a lot of detail in there as well. It gives you information about the card. It gives you information about the meaning of the card. It gives you keywords, associated elements, and it also gives you a little bit of meaning of reversed cards if you read the reversed as well. Okay, so I quite like the book. Now, as I say, this is what the cards come in, and I'll put them in here just to show you, but I don't actually keep them in here. This is a complete and utter waste of time, I think. It is coming apart. It is yeah, these things, I've had a few packs that have come in these, and they do not last. I mean, you can see there, it is literally just coming apart. I need to glue it. But that, I think that could have been designed a lot better, especially for the money that you pay for these sets. They're quite expensive, and I would have expected something a little bit sturdier than that. But anyway, I quite like the deck. There's no embossing around, so if you wanted to colour, you could do so. That's the back of the deck. So you've got the triple moon at the back, a bit of the cosmos as well, so you know whether it's reversed or upright. That's upright. So if it's that way, you know, with the blue at the top, it's reversed. There is a border around the cards, which some people like to cut off the border. But if you did that, you would be cutting off the bottom bit there, but otherwise you could cut off the black if you wanted to. I don't do that. I just think it would spoils the cards a bit, doesn't it? I think anyway, but that's my personal opinion. You know, obviously you do what you feel is right for you. There's no right or wrong way with anything. But I'll show you the major arcana. This is the cardstock, so it's quite sturdy. I use these a lot. I read with these a lot, so I'm quite drawn with them. So it's one of my favoured reading decks. The pictures are really nice. It's not. I would say I've got other decks where the pictures are a lot nicer, but I don't feel drawn to them as I do with this particular deck. So as you can see, the pictures are quite vibrant, the colours are quite vibrant that they use in them. And I love the amount of detail. When I'm reading with these cards, I often get drawn to something in the card, like the flowers or the leaves at the bottom, something like that. As I'm reading for someone, something catches my eye, and it gives me pictures in my head of what's coming up, whether it's crystals, whether it's colours of front doors, and anything that it may just trigger something that comes up there. But this is the major arcana, as I say, and you probably remember that's the picture on the box. A world. No, is it this one? I think I quite like number 15, which is normally the devil. She's called it the shadow side, and I quite like that. In some decks you can see that card called the ego as well, and I think that's a much better name for that card than the devil or Satan or Diablo or something like that. I do think it is a shadow side, it is the ego, so I quite like that. Okay, now we have the minor arcana, and the suits are the same as normal. So you got the wands, and you can see there are images on the minor arcana cards as well, which again is something that I prefer. I know some people just like them as pip cards, but as I mentioned earlier, with me, I can see detail in the card, and something normally triggers a picture or something that comes into my head that's relevant to the person that you're reading the cards for. So that's the wands, and we've got the swords, the ace, I mean, you can see these cards are in good condition as well, saying that I read with them quite a lot. I take them to events as well. When I'm doing the holistic fairs and the psychic events, to take these cards with me, and they're not battered. Although I've got to say, I do look after my cards. I don't. I'm not one of these who throws them around, anything like that. I do like to look after them, but they are quite sturdy. So we've got cups next. Well, let me know below if you read with these cards. Let me know what you think of them as well. My daughter's also got a pack of these cards, and she doesn't like them. So, you know, obviously we're all different and we're all attracted to different images. Do you have these cards? Do you read with them? Are they just in your collection? Do you not feel drawn to them? Do you feel drawn to these more than any others? And so let me know. It's one of the decks I use a lot of. Not the only deck that I use to read with, but I would say it's probably the main deck. So we've got Pentacles, but I tend to go for vibrant colours. That normally attracts me. And saying that, I bought the Gilded Tarot, which I absolutely love the images, but I don't feel drawn to them when I'm trying to read with them. I don't feel drawn to them at all. But these ones I do. So that was the Pentacles. And just to show you, because as I said before, I don't keep them in the box because this is just a waste of time, complete and waste of time. I had a little organza bag which I put them in, and then I've got a little box which I keep these in, and this is my favourite little box. This is one of Lisa Parker's designs, and I just love this image of this cat. I've got the bag as well with this image on. I thought I'd show you. I just love his face. My cat Paul's face is like that as well. It's almost like he's saying, "You're doomed." Yeah, so is he the reader or the person having the reading? I think he's the reader. I like to think he's the reader. Absolutely love him. Yeah, moody ginger. Okay. Right, so that's the Witch's Tarot by Ellen Dugan. As I say, very clever, calling it a generic name, which there are so many Witch's Tarots. I mean, I have another deck as well, which is also called the Witch's Tarot, and also by Llewellyn, but completely different deck. And very clever. So you immediately say the person's name who has designed that deck. So it keeps that name in your head, doesn't it? But thank you for watching. Click subscribe if you want to see any more. Give us a like as well, and let me know what you think about that deck, whether you read with it or not. And let me know what your favourite deck is as well. It'll be interesting to see. Okay, thank you, and I'll see you next time. Bye.